Grace and peace. A pleasant afternoon to you, and you. I would like to talk about how do you respond to people when God exposes them to you? Well. First of all, God never wants us to be in the dark. He is a revealer of truth. He wants us to know the truth. And the Bible also states that you will know them by their fruit. And we as human beings, we do socialize, we talk to people, we create relationships, friendships, we bond with people. Some people are sent in our lives. Some people are for good assignments. Some people are for bad assignments. And sometimes it doesn't always register to you who people really are. But how do you respond when God begins to show you? Pretty much like when the mask is taken off of a person and you see something that you've never seen before. Sometimes the signs are there and we tend to ignore things due to relationships. We don't want to lose people, or we don't want to let people go. You have to set boundaries in your life. You have to, and you learn, through life's lessons, who is sent, who just appeared, but mainly I want to say this. I think about Jesus on the night that he was betrayed. And even when they was in the upper room and they were having the Last Supper, and he had stated, one of you are going to betray me. And, they all were questioning themselves, like, is it I? Asking, like, is it me? And Judas Iscariot, he said the very one to dip his hand in the cup. Just to give you a little biblical points there. Jesus didn't come out of character. He didn't get upset. He just went ahead on. And sometimes you're going to have to just go ahead on, even though God has revealed the spirit of a man or a woman or that person to you, who they really are. Because some people are very good at masking themselves. As women, we put on makeup and, to enhance our beauty or to make ourselves look good, Eventually, the mask will come off who a person or who people really are. As a human, you have feelings, you have emotions. You may feel betrayed, you may feel rejected or disappointed. And sometimes it's not even intentional, and sometimes it is. And sometimes it's just God just showing you this is who they really are. This spirit is in them. You have a free will. You have a choice whether or not you're going to continue to allow people to enter into your life, or a particular person. You determine who can enter or exit in your life. It's up to you. The choice is yours. But back to what I was saying about Jesus. He even got to a point where he called him friend. He even allowed him to kiss him. And it's like when someone have done you wrong, you don't want them kissing you or hugging you. Me personally, I wouldn't want that, because the natural side, you feel the pain, you feel the hurt or disappointment. But you have to still walk in love. You have to forgive, even though you may have been betrayed or disappointed by a person, a friend. It could be a spouse. It could be in a relationship. It could be at work. It could even be in ministry. No one is exempt in this life from betrayal or disappointments. And sometimes the season is just over between you and that person in a relationship. Sometimes the time is up and you have to let go and move on. And, don't keep holding on to something. If God has showed you and revealed it to you, you have to discern and determine, look, I got to do something different. I got to let this thing go. Love, sometimes you just got to love and let go. And sometimes, even though they may come back around and you already know who they really are, you have to be wise. Jesus said, be wise as serpents and harmless as a dove. Sometimes you can't even let Judas know, I know who you are. I know what kind of spirit you got. And the thing is, don't let them get you out of position or disposition who you are. You don't change. because a person or people change. You remain true to who you really are. And don't let that change you. But you deal with them accordingly. You set boundaries in your life, what you will not tolerate, what you will accept. Now have understanding, but you determine who gets to keep coming back or who gets to stay out completely in your life. Still love them, walk in love and forgive. Keep your heart pure. But you got to know when it's time to let go and move on once God reveals to you who people really are in your life. Because some people have ulterior motives. Some people are just takers. Some people have good intentions. They do mean well. Me personally, I've experienced that in my life. You have to figure out, why are you having the same encounter with certain people? Like, why is it a pattern? Is it something in you that needs to change? Why you're attracting the same type of people or the same relationships? Is it something in you that you need to change so you won't keep encountering the same people? So once again, I want you to know, when God reveals a person to you or people, don't let it change you, but you make the decision how to handle them. Set boundaries in your life. Continue to live in love and walk in forgiveness. Be blessed.